Amari, how big was it for you guys to come away with your third victory in a row and still in the running for the NFC East with Washington losing today?
Yeah, I mean, we all know the situation. We knew how important it was to get the W today. It's always important to get the W, and it feels good to get the W as well. That's 3 in a row. We just want to finish the season off right and strong.
What has clicked for you guys these last 3 weeks that have made you be on the same page so well with Andy Dalton?
I would just attribute it to repetition. When Dak first went down, obviously, the first team guys at receiver, we hadn't had much experience with Andy. But since then, obviously he's been taking all the first team reps, and we've just been able to learn each other. The way he likes to throw the ball, and obviously he's been able to learn the way we like to run our routes. So that's what I would attribute it to. I would attribute it to just the repetition.
Michael said that very early in the game, I think it was after his first reception, you went up to him and told him that this was his game. What was your thinking kind of behind that, and how was it to see him have the first half that he had?
I just felt it. I just felt it in the air. I just knew that this was the game he was going to dominate. I actually wanted him to do a lot more because that's what I felt. The guy was holding him every play from the beginning of the game, and I just know Michael, and so I was glad to see him go out there and do his thing.
Speaking of feelings, Coop, can you explain what that feeling is like when you guys on the outside are dominating and taking over a game like you did for 3/4 of this one?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. I mean, I absolutely love being in the same room as Michael and CeeDee. We all have the things that, we can go out. We all have the potential to go out there and just dominate a game. And it just feels good when we're all able to do it in the same game, like I alluded to earlier in the season. And I think that's something that we can consistently do. Obviously with this being CeeDee's first year, he's still adjusting to what it's like to be an NFL wide receiver. Obviously Michael can go out there and do it every game, and I can as well. And I think, the more we, just practice with each other and just kind of get accustomed to the offensive system that we're running here, I think we can go out there and do amazing things. So it feels good.
Coop is also part of it, the new coaching staff understanding what you guys can do and being able to dial up the right things to exploit your talents.
Yeah, I know they understand that each of us can go out there and dominate the guy in front of us, and so you kind of can see it in the play calling. That it doesn't matter who they call the play for; they know that each of us can get the job done. So yeah.
Amari, I believe as one of the captains, you would have gotten to smash a watermelon last night. How hard is it to smash a watermelon, and can you take us through what that was like for the team?
It was a pretty big hammer, so it wasn't hard to smash it. But it kind of gets the guys going. With us being crazy football players and everything like that, guys just really like smashing things. I think that's what football is all about. Just hitting guys. So it kind of got everybody hyped for the game.
And was there candy inside Michael's socks?
Say it again.
Was there candy inside Michael's socks?
Candy inside Michael's socks?
Was there candy inside the watermelons? That's what Michael Gallup thought.
Candy inside the watermelons? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention like that.
Amari, your thoughts on the possibility Kellen Moore could leave to go to Boise State? Just your thoughts on working with him the last couple of years.
I think he's a great coach, and obviously he was a player. He played at the highest level of football, and it shows in his coaching. I think he can go on to do great things, and I'm proud of him, whether he gets the position or not. But I think he's going to have he's already having a pretty good coaching career, but I think he's going to go on to do amazing things.
What gave you guys confidence that this was still possible, that you could have a meaningful game, even though you still need a little help, but this is a meaningful game for you in Week 17?
Wait, say it again?
What gave you guys confidence that you could still have a meaningful game next week? You got to win and someone's got to lose and that kind of thing. What gave you guys the confidence, especially after that loss on Thanksgiving night?
I don't think we think about it like that. I know I don't. I look at every game as a meaningful game. It's football. We love to play this game. I mean, we'll play it even if there's nothing on the line. So it's kind of a weird line of questioning because I don't think we think about it in those terms.
How unique or special, or choose your word, is it the fact that you're so supportive of Michael when he's having a big game, but it seems like CeeDee and Gallup are just that happy for you, and vice versa? That's that culture that you guys have in your wide receiver room.
I just think I think it comes down to us all appreciating each other's talents and seeing it every day in practice, understanding that like for example, CeeDee, he's great at going up and catching the football. He has great footwork and all those things. I understand that those talents aren't easy to come by. Everybody can't do those things, and obviously the purpose of you having that talent in the NFL is to go out there and show it on game day. And so when we see each other do our thing on game day, it's just us appreciating the talent. I think I can only speak for me, but when I see CeeDee go out there and high point a ball, or the wheel route he scored on where he showed tremendous footwork, it's just me appreciating his talent. And the same with Michael.
How much pride or personal enjoyment do you take when you had that block for Michael on that short screen that he took almost to the house? Mm-hmm. How much pride or enjoyment do you take on being able to help him out with your block?
I take a lot of pride in that because it's a certain way you have to go about setting up those type of plays. And, obviously it won't work if guys aren't blocking. And so I was just talking to Michael and said after the play, and I kind of had to run up at Jalen Mills like 2 or 3 steps before I made the block on the corner, because if I just ran out to the cornerback, then Jalen Mills would have made the tackle. So, I take a lot of pride in it.
Amari, apologies if you already answered this, but on your 69-yard run, when you kind of fake them out towards the end and stop, what's going through your mind on that play? And at what point do you realize you want to do that, and what does it take to actually pull it off?
On the slant?
Yeah.
To stop. Yeah, so, I ran the route first and got some separation. Got enough separation to where I was able to get a run after the catch. But ideally, I didn't want the safety to trip me up, because I would have scored if he hadn't. But he tripped me up. I kind of stumbled, and the guy who was chasing me had a full head of steam. And so I just kind of had to stop if I wanted to score. The plan was to stop and cut back, but I saw Darius Slay. He was kind of waiting for me to stop and cut back, so I just had to stop and keep going straight and try to get as much yards as I can. But it wasn't enough to score a touchdown.